But I do want to get the fuck out of here and go home. There's one thing for sure. No, champ. I almost never turn my choke on to start. So it must be pretty goddamn cold. So I'm gonna tell you a story. So I saw this Viceland documentary. They was talking about Bam Margera and how, like, you know, he got like super famous when he was young, and like it was just like he never kind of stopped living that life until all his real friends had kind of moved on with their lives, and he was just left hanging out with people that he would drink with, and like those people weren't really like his real friends, and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna pass this street sweeper. Here I go. So he was drinking a lot, and he was drinking with a lot of people that he wasn't particularly fond of, I guess. And then Ryan Dunn died, and you know, it was tragic and it was real devastating to him. And then he like retreated into like seclusion and into drinking all the time, like more so. So when he quit drinking, he went and he kind of decided that he wanted to get back into skating. You know, if you don't do that kind of shit for a long time, you get real rigid, and it's just difficult. So he's just trying to kind of get back into the swing of that. I want to talk about Bam Margera a little bit and CKY and what that shit meant to me when I was about 19 years old. So my whole life, I had always been interested in, you know, movies. Like the first time I ever saw a movie, I was just so like, you know, wow, like that's amazing. You know, I want to do that. I want that to be what I do with my life. And some years later, my dad was at the thrift store and he bought a VHS-C video camera. And it was like the first video camera that we ever had, like camcorder. And so he has a camcorder, and like him and I would mess around and make videos, and like, you know, I had a couple friends in school, and we'd mess around and make videos, and like I was just always on making videos. So when I graduated from high school, I went to Best Buy and I bought like a closeout mini DV camera for, I don't know, $100 and some. What's up, guy? What's up with it, guy? Yeah, I'm not in that big of a hurry. Yeah, so I got a mini DV camera, and I used to keep in my car, and I mean, I would just tape everything. Like, anything that would come to mind, I'd tape it. Anything that would be happening, you know, I'd show up at some place, I'd start taping whatever was going on. And, I mean, it was fun, and that was kind of my thing. I did that. This would have been when I was like 18. And then when I was 19, I lived with a bunch of other people, and it was around Christmas time. It was like December 2005, and I was just chilling, and somebody had the CKY like DVD set, and I never seen any CKY videos. And it's funny because I used to skate. Like, I skated when I was in high school and a little bit in middle school, and I'd never seen any CKY videos. I had seen like the Birdhouse videos and fucking what's those old fucking Stacy Peralta videos? The Bones Brigade. I saw those videos, but I never fucking saw any of the CKY videos. So I saw that shit and I was like, yo, this is pretty dope, right? And like a lot of the shit on that video was like stuff from when, you know, those dudes were like kids. Like they were like 13, 14-year-old kids, some of the shit on there. And it kind of got me to thinking, like, you know, this dude fucking edits and he shoots all his videos and he does all this shit. It's like, I do all that shit too. And I'm like, look at what a fucking career he made out of this. And I mean, mind you, he had the, you know, he is a professional skateboarder, so he had the notoriety from that carried over into what he was doing. But I mean, like, it really, the CKY videos really fucking inspired me to, like, not give up on what the fuck I was doing. And I still haven't. Like, I'm still making fucking videos, and I'm doing this shit, and I'm trying to, like, hit the YouTube shit on all sides, man. And it's really something. I mean, you know, it's not like fame and fortune or anything, but it's cool. It makes me happy. I remember editing, like, you'd use 2 fucking VCRs to edit instead of, like, editing software. Like, that whole shit's really come a long way, because it used to be, like, if you wanted editing software on your computer, like, you had to have, like, a ridiculously spec'd computer, and you have to, like, you know, pay a fucking $1,000 for an editing program. And nowadays, it's like, yeah, that shit just, like, comes with your computer. But, like, there was a thing in this documentary where Bam was saying some shit about, like, you know, he doesn't feel something. It was just something about the projects he does. Like, he doesn't feel invested in his projects anymore or whatever. And, like, I think that the money being involved in a lot of the shit that he did kind of, like, fucked it up. Like, because he was capturing, like, you know, happy fucking random shit that, like, they were all doing for fun. And then when he was older and he had all the money, it's like they were just, like, set up little scenarios. I mean, I'm just extrapolating. This isn't anything that was said, but this is, like, my opinion. I just feel like, you know, this shit's not as sincere if it's not, like, you and your buddies just, like, hanging out. Bam Margera and fucking CKY in general, and Jackass and all the fucking Jackass movies, like, all that shit inspires me just because it's so simple, but it's really just, like, people, like, having fun. Like, it's friends hanging out, and that's how they made a movie. And that's way cooler than going to see a fucking Adam Sandler movie, where that's the deal too, but Adam Sandler sucks. So there's a guy I used to work with, I think his name was Philip, but he made these videos with his friends. He lived somewhere up, like, some suburb of Cleveland, but he must have been, like, in middle school. I mean, he was not, you know, an adult when he made these videos. But he was an adult when I saw them, when I saw these videos. It was called The Bit Crew. And I remember the one of the dudes in the Bit Crew had a fucking lunchbox full of, like, counterfeit meat or something. He used to go up to people and be like, hey, like, you want to check out the counterfeit meat toolbox or something like that. I don't know. The shit was pretty funny. They were totally trying to do, like, a CKY kind of thing. And it was cool, man. Like, I fucking appreciate that. And I feel like if it would occur to me when I was younger, I probably could have got a group of people together to do it. But now we're all, like, 30 and no one's like, hey, let's, you know, jump out the back of a pickup truck into a tree. Nobody wants to do that now. Those days are behind us, I'm afraid.